Denise, you're going away on yet another business trip again today, aren't you, young lady? Good grief, to think you're still up to your old tricks after being married to my son for 12 whole years. When will you finally accept your place and stay home to do the cooking and cleaning? This again? Really? You message me with the same stuff at the same time every day on my lunch break. Could you please stop? I can't even enjoy my break properly because I spend all my time replying to your complaints. You live next door to me and Mike, so presumably this could wait until I get off work and actually have time to speak to you. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me this afternoon since one of the girls rang in sick today, so I'd really appreciate it if you could hold off on this for a little while. Like I've told you countless times, Missy, you need to quit that job at once. Where did this silly idea that women need to work come from in the first place? I find it seriously hard to believe you make much money. I doubt your coworkers would even notice if you disappeared. Come on, dear, do the right thing and quit, won't you? The world will keep spinning and your company will be just fine without you. Besides, more importantly, I know full well the reason you still haven't provided me with grandchildren is because you're too damn obsessed with that job. You're 30 now, Denise, and your healthy childbearing years are rapidly disappearing. Hurry up and produce children, woman. That's why you need to quit your job, for the good of this family and the continuance of my bloodline. I understand what you're saying, Marjorie, but you need to understand that if I were to quit this job, me and Mike wouldn't be able to get by anymore. The days of being able to run a household on one salary are long gone. Things are too uncertain for us to think about having kids right now, and even if I could afford to quit my job, it's not that simple. They'd have to find replacements and train them up before they even considered letting me go. Oh, what a load of drivel. Must you still insist on sticking to this nonsense that you can't get by on Mike's salary alone? I know my son is more than capable of providing for the both of you, and you should be ashamed for suggesting otherwise. We've had this conversation about 1,000,000 times now, but yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Well, it's not true. Oh, good grief. Why did I have to be the unfortunate mother-in-law who ended up with a daughter like you? Oh, I have the worst luck. And why do I have to be stuck with a mother-in-law who won't believe her son doesn't make enough money to support the household? Don't you remember the time I showed you my pay slips? What? How dare you get an attitude with me, young lady? If I carry on talking to you, I'm not going to have enough time to finish my lunch, so you'll have to excuse me.
Hey, Denise, you said something horrible to my mum, didn't you?
Horrible? What do you mean?
Well, apparently you ordered her to stop messaging you because you didn't want to talk to her on your lunch breaks at work. I know everything, so you better be straight with me. I know you disrespected my mum for standing up for me too. My mum might only be your mother-in-law, but that still makes her your mum. Mark my words, if you don't start being nice to her, there will be hell to pay. Start showing the proper respect.
Good grief. Is this what they mean when they say, it's not what you say, but how you say it? Sure, I did technically say those things, but I certainly didn't order her around or disrespect her. She's conveniently painting me as the villain while totally omitting all the other stuff she said first, and you fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Huh? Oh, god damn you. My mum is not in the wrong here.
Sure, whatever you say. Ugh, how the hell did I make it through 12 years of this with you? I deserve a medal.
What's that supposed to mean?
Anyway, as things stand, I'm currently going through the final confirmations for the documents I'll be needing for tomorrow's meetings as we move into the last part of the business trip, which means I won't have the time to message you anymore.
Hey, stop right there. I'm still not done talking to you, bitch.
Denise, it would appear you've gone away on yet another business trip. Yes, that's right. And you'll be coming home the day after tomorrow? Yep. What are the chances of you being able to reschedule the rest of your business trip? That all depends on the situation here and what my boss says in the event that I request he let me go early. Is there some kind of problem? Nothing in particular. I just wanted confirmation first, that's all. First? Don't worry about it, darling. Forget I said anything. Goodbye. Mike, what's going on here?
Huh?
I just got home from my business trip. Not only did I come home to find that everything, including the furniture and the kitchen utensils, are gone, with only my things left behind. But there was also a signed set of divorce papers on the living room floor. What the hell is going on?
Exactly what you saw. Look, I've been thinking of divorcing you for a while now, so I discussed it with my mum, and I decided to kickstart my fresh start by moving out and getting a new place with her.
Wait, did you do this on purpose? You knew today was our 12th wedding anniversary, right?
Well, I guess you could say I did. The thought of divorcing you on our wedding anniversary was so hilarious I couldn't resist.
That doesn't explain why you did it. Is it safe to assume that if you left the divorce papers and moved out after talking it through with your mom, she was in favor of it all?
Boom, you hit the nail on the head.
I see. Right, got it. I want to make it clear that you will be taking full responsibility for the necessary implications of the divorce.
Necessary? Implication? Wait, what the hell does that mean? Oh, do you mean the divorce papers? Oh, I don't know why you're so panicked, but you need to chill out. Don't worry, I made sure to sign them before I left. All you need to do is sign them yourself before taking them down to the county clerk's office, and we're done. I fulfilled my final responsibility to you when I signed those papers. Now, you should get your facts straight before you start trying to act cool. You have no power over me, so just accept it and hand in those papers.
There's one thing I want to ask you.
What?
How are you going to support yourself after we break up?
Huh?
Your mom doesn't work, right? You're going to be left to support your mom entirely on your own earnings. But how are you going to do it? I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to tell me, but I am kind of curious.
Ain't it obvious? Me and my mum still have my dad's inheritance, so whether you're around or not, don't make a damn bit of difference.
I see. I think I know what's happening now. All right, just to get this straight, you're sure you want me to hand in these divorce papers, right?
Yes, that's why I signed them, moron. Get them handed in as quickly as possible so we can hurry up and put all this crap behind us.
I'll think about it. Denise, hello, you are home now, right? Me and my son won't be needing you around anymore. We're finished with you. You and him are getting a divorce. Wow, so it's your turn this time, huh, Marjorie? This time? Mike messaged me a little while ago about the divorce, as well as to inform me that he'd moved out of the house. Oh, he did? Well, in that case, I only have one thing to tell you. You left me no choice but to have Mike divorce you because you failed to have children. I figured the quicker we get rid of you, the quicker he can marry his new girlfriend. And believe me, she has much more traditional views on the world than you, and she's actually happy to fulfill her womanly role. Before long, I'll finally get to meet my grandkids. Oh, Mike found my replacement already? He must have told you himself, surely. You see, Delilah's already pregnant with Mike's baby, so we need to get the divorce finalized and get you out of the picture as quickly as possible so he can marry her before my precious darling angel is born. Wow, I see. Do you mind if I ask you a question? What is it? How exactly do you plan on supporting yourself from now on? Huh? What do you mean? Mike's not going to be able to rely on my salary anymore once we divorce. I don't know whether this Delilah girl you just mentioned has a job or not. She was working when the two of them met, but I had her quit when they told me she was pregnant so she could focus on the household and fulfill her feminine duties in her new family. I see. So that means Mike's going to be supporting 3 people, soon to be 4, entirely on his salary? Yes, that's right. Are you sure this is really a good idea? Of course it is, otherwise we wouldn't be doing it. I know Mike makes a damn sight more money than you do, so we don't have a thing to worry about. Getting by on his salary will be a breeze. It pays to have a rich son, you know. A rich son? Are we talking about the same person here? You do know Mike doesn't make that much money, right? What on earth are you talking about? I remember that time you showed me your payslips. You make about $3,000 a month, and you told me he makes twice as much, right? I mean, Mike was always the breadwinner, so it makes perfect sense that he'd be earning significantly more than you. If he makes double, he must be making around $6,000 a month. Whoa, stop there. You've made a serious misunderstanding here. It's the opposite. Huh? I never said Mike makes twice as much as me. I said I make twice as much as him. What? To rephrase it simply, it's true that I do make $3,000 a month. But Mike makes half of that. He's on around $1,500 a month. Excuse me? You lived next door to us, Marjorie. How did you not realize? Did you seriously think your son makes 4 times as much as he actually does? How could you not notice? Mike switched jobs like it was no one's business, hardly ever managing to hold a single one down for more than a few months at a time. In the 12 years he and I have been married, he switched jobs 8 times. 8 times? Once, miraculously, he managed to carry on working the same job for a whopping 3 years, but that was the exception. In general, he'd work for 2 or 3 months at a time in between big gaps of being unemployed. It's only natural someone like that would struggle to increase their salary. That's why he was living off my salary so much of the time. What? No, this is insane. My own son, a sponging freeloader? Oh, why didn't you tell me earlier? Mike said he'd tell you himself, and to tell you the truth, I didn't think that it was my place to say anything, so I left it alone. Hang on, this doesn't add up. Wait a sec. If you're telling the truth and you really were the breadwinner this whole time, why would he divorce you? You don't bite the hand that feeds. It just doesn't make sense. Even if he did find himself another more traditional feminine woman, it doesn't matter if they don't have any money. Oh, goodness gracious me. There's no way my son could be this irresponsible. Based on his messages earlier, he seems pretty certain his dad's inheritance will be enough for them to get by on. Does that ring any bells? Huh? Inheritance? But we didn't get any inheritance. Right? That's what I thought. Obviously, I didn't say that to Mike, because what would be the point? But I do seem to remember his dad having some seriously wasteful spending habits, so the idea of anything he left behind being enough to support a family of 4 on was dubious, to say the least. Anyway, don't you think it would be best to talk to Mike in person about this? It would appear you've both been sorely overestimating each other, and you, Marjorie, have become completely financially dependent on someone who's incapable of supporting you. What's more, a lack of honest, open discussion has allowed the whole thing to go on for so long that I doubt there's any way out that doesn't involve a heck of a lot of stress and hardship for both of you.
Hey, Denise, I've decided to give you one last chance.
Huh? Oh, wait, let me guess. Have you been speaking to your mom?
Yes, yeah, it just so happens I have. Listen up, because I'm about to tell you the results of our conversation.
I'd rather you didn't.
Are you ready to hear it? I'm about to tell you the one and only way you can escape the painful prospect of divorcing me and keep me as your man, now and forever. Give me and my mum your entire salary. Basically, me and my mum will be managing the household finances from here on out. We've kindly decided to give you $100 a month because we wouldn't want to leave you hanging out to dry or anything, so you can use that to get by on. If you agree to these conditions, I promise not to divorce you, and I'll tell you my new address.
Wow, I see. You mean you'd let me have a whole $100 of my own money? Oh, you really are generous, Mike.
If you want to keep me as your husband, you're going to let me treat you like my personal ATM.
I'm moving to Japan, so that ain't gonna happen.
Huh? Japan? What the heck are you talking about? Like, I knew you liked manga, but this is taking it too far. Explain. Now.
My boss has been making subtle hints about wanting me to go on a several-year work transfer at our company's Japanese branch for a while now. And to be honest, until recently, I wasn't sure whether I should take him up on the offer. But with you suddenly springing divorce on me and moving house with your mom, I knew that my time to visit the land of the rising sun had come.
What in God's name? You're going to Japan?
Yes, well done, Mike. You can read. Anyway, that's why today I told my boss I've decided to take him up on his offer of a work transfer to Japan.
Oh my God.
He asked me if I'd be willing to go under the assumption I'd be staying at least for a few years, to which I replied yes. So I imagine I'll only be coming back to the States for birthdays and Christmases for the foreseeable future.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. Seriously, Denise, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me before? Wait. The divorce papers, did you? Did you do it?
Yep, I stopped by the county clerk's office on my way to work this morning.
No way. Oh, you have to be kidding me. Oh, god damn it. But my mum told me that my dad's inheritance doesn't even exist. We were supposed to be living off of that. How the hell are me and my mum supposed to get by now?
Oh, that reminds me, I almost forgot. You'll be paying me compensation for cheating on me. Expect to be contacted by my lawyer in the coming days.
Compensation? Wait, what? What? Why?
Oopsie. Looks like you got found out. I know you did your best to hide it, but I've been suspicious about you screwing other girls behind my back for a very long time now. Eventually, I started collecting evidence. Can you believe your mom even brought up one of your lovers in our conversation yesterday? How careless. I wonder how loyal Delilah will turn out to be when the bill arrives.
Holy heck. What in the Lord Jesus' name have you done?
I burst out laughing when her name came up. I thought you and your mom would be a little more, well, coordinated since you get along so well. Anyway, we'll be doing everything else through my lawyer, because, to be honest, I'm sick to death of speaking to you. We're nothing but strangers now. Goodbye.
No, Denise, don't do this, Denise. This is the biggest mistake you'll ever make.
Denise, hello? A signed-for parcel from you just arrived at my house. How did you find out our new address? Explain yourself. You're squatting in the abandoned house that belongs to your late husband's brother, aren't you? What the? I got an angry message about how my husband and mother-in-law had moved in without permission. Oh my god, he knows too? When I explained the circumstances, he agreed that there was nothing we could do until the situation gets resolved, and with that, he agreed to help me. Until the situation gets resolved? Help you? What's that supposed to mean? It's about the package that just arrived at the house you're illegally trespassing in. To put it simply, hurry up and pay me my compensation for the affair, is what it says. Compensation? Mike cheated on me, which means I have the right to ask for compensation. Delilah already paid her share, so I suggest Mike hurries up and gets this over with sooner rather than later. Say what now? Apparently Mike lured her in with the promise of his dad's inheritance, which he later found out doesn't actually exist. When she found out he didn't have any money, she told him she lied about the pregnancy and promptly blocked him and moved back out to the countryside. The pregnancy was a lie? Oh, but that means my grandchild. Yep, it doesn't exist. Oh my god. Oh, Denise, listen to me. Oh, darling. You need to get back with Mike. Oh, that's right. Patch things up and move back in together. I hereby officially give you my permission. Actually, I'm gonna have to pass on that one. You see, I'm going to Japan. Japan? Wow, would you look at that? There goes that chronic lack of communication again. I did already tell Mike about this, you know? For a mother and son who get along so well, you sure don't seem to talk about anything. What am I supposed to do if that darn stubborn blockhead doesn't tell me anything? It's not my fault. Well, to be honest with you, Marjorie, explaining the entire situation to you again doesn't sound all that appealing. So feel free to go right ahead and ask Mike. Denise, please. Oh, please don't do this. This is the biggest mistake you'll ever make. Goodbye. And that was the story of how I divorced my husband and decided to move to Japan. I got temporarily transferred to Company HQ in advance of my trip, where I'm currently making my preparations with plans to depart for Japan 6 months from now. When I told my parents, who lived out in the countryside, they joked that they were going to sell their house and come with me, while supporting themselves by working in a hedgehog cafe in Tokyo. And it turns out they were half serious, because they did actually sell the house, and their tickets are now officially booked. My company provided me with temporary accommodation until my departure, where me, my mom, and my dad are all living together now. which made it all the more hilarious when my ex-husband and mother-in-law, having just been forced to pay me a hefty sum in compensation, attempted to launch an attack on my parents' old house after they'd moved out. Apparently, they were struggling to get by with no money and came to demand I pay them back the compensation. But they got arrested when a neighbor called the cops on them for wrecking the garden and kicking down the front door. The new owner of the house, who was about to start renovating it, was naturally pretty upset by the whole thing, so he took them to court. And with that, the terrible two were forced to pay even more compensation. Last I heard, Mike and Marjorie were both working like dogs to pay off their debt repayments after being disowned by their entire family. Hey sis, is now a good time to talk? Hello, Tiffany. It's not like you to message me. Is everything okay? I heard you quit your job at Globex Corporation. Is it true? Why would you quit such a good company? They're like one of the most famous companies there is. I don't get it. Huh? Sure, I quit, but that was 5 years ago, Tiff. How come you're asking me about this now? So, basically, what you're saying is you're an unemployed NEET right now? No. Why would you think that? I'm working. A lot, actually. Huh? Wait, what? I'm pretty sure I told everyone last time our families met, but Globex Corporation didn't have any issues with its employees having secondary jobs. So I worked as a designer on the side. Over the years, my design work came to occupy more and more of my time, and I got orders from more and more clients. Eventually, I was making enough money that I figured I could make the same as or more than my salary at Globex if I quit and went full-time with the design stuff. So that's exactly what I did. I started up my own company and now work full-time as a designer. Wow, you work as a designer? What kind of stuff do you make? Oh, you wouldn't happen to make welcome signs for weddings, would you? How about wedding invite letters? You know, that kind of thing? Oh, wait a sec, Tiff. Listen, I can make those things, and if you're going to ask me to make them for you, I can absolutely do it, but you should know it'll cost money. Is that okay with you? What the heck? You'd ask for money from your own family? Even though the stuff we need is going to be used for your own little brother's wedding, I'm your sister-in-law, Helen. Don't you think you're being a little stingy and small-minded here? Or is it just that things aren't going well with work and you're so broke you have no choice but to charge me? My brother warned me you might reach out, and he said that if you make any attempt to make me work for free to make things for the wedding, that I'm to refuse firmly. Funnily enough, he said that if you offer to pay for it, I should refuse even more insistently. Wait, what the hell? Kelvin said those things to you? Oh, God, why is he like this? He's a great guy most of the time, but whenever we discuss anything to do with the wedding, he becomes the stingiest guy on earth. He told me how you have a habit of trying to buy exorbitantly expensive add-ons for the wedding whenever you have free reign over the credit card. So much so that he had to limit your access. In his words, if we go over budget on this wedding, it'll have an impact on our lives for years down the line. Apparently, your spending got so out of hand, he felt the need to anticipate whatever crazy purchase you might attempt to make next in order to come up with preventative and/or damage control measures. Wow, are you kidding me? He said all that? Oh my God, he's such a snake. You only get married once, Doesn't a girl deserve to enjoy the most special day of her life with no regrets? It's not fair. Why are you telling me this? If you have a problem with it, talk to Kelvin. You guys' attitudes towards this are so different that even I'm worried. You're pretty much day and night when it comes to your views on money and budgeting. Yeah, whatever. I don't need a lecture from you. I don't need your concern either, lady. You're a broke, single loser, and your ties to this family are so weak you barely even deserve to be called a part of it. No man would ever want you. You'll never get married, and you should keep your mean comments to yourself. Excuse me? Bye.
Helen, you got a minute? Are you really sure it's okay for me to have this $10,000 for the wedding?
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't have sent it otherwise, silly.
But Helen, seriously? Man, I don't even know where to begin with how uncomfortable this makes me.
The wedding costs? You're way over the budget you planned after you got engaged, right? You helped me out a bunch back when I started my company with things like introductions to potential employees, recommendations on accounting software, corporate registration procedures. I could go on. What I'm trying to say here, Kelvin, is that this is my way of saying thanks for everything you did for me.
I see. I can't describe how grateful I am for this, sis. Thanks so much. To be honest, it's a huge help. I'll use it wisely. I promise.
Hey, what the hell is this piece of junk, Helen? You've got some explaining to do. The coffee machine you gave us as a wedding gift, I just Googled it, and it apparently only costs $500. You frickin' tightwad. I know you're hardly a high roller, but I at least thought you made more money than that. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was surprised at first when my brother told me you gave us that $10,000, but then, when I actually stopped to think about it, I realized there's no way a broke loser like you could be capable of getting that much money together. I know. I bet this was easy money you got from lucking out somehow, wasn't it? So go on. How'd you win it? A lottery ticket? A raffle? Gambling? Personally, my money's on a lottery ticket. I know you couldn't have come up with it yourself because you're dumb, useless, and don't have a single talent. Yep, I knew it. You're just a broke loser like I always thought. I can't believe you're actually so pathetic. You tried to prove you were better than me by donating $10,000 to the wedding fund. This is the most hilarious, tragic attempt at flexing at someone I've ever seen. Oh man, my sides hurt. Oh, I know. I just had a flash of genius. This is the perfect opportunity to add a little surprise to the banquet later on. Just for you. Get excited, girl. Woohoo! I did it! During the very last moments of the banquet, I finally managed to expose you as the pathetic, broke loser that you are. Now the whole world knows the truth. I don't know why my mom started panicking and dragging me out of the banquet hall all of a sudden, but I gotta say, that felt great. I feel so refreshed. Tiffany, what on earth do you think you're playing at? Why would you do something like that on such an important day? I can't make any sense of it at all. Just to make sure you don't forget, I'll write down everything I just said to the guests here, okay? You gave us $10,000 to help out with the wedding fund. With easy money you won on the lottery? Don't act self-important. That's nothing. If you didn't like me making that announcement on the loudspeakers in front of everyone at the wedding, then I suggest you do it properly next time and give me $10,000 you earned yourself. You couldn't even afford a proper wedding gift. I'm ashamed to call you my sister-in-law. You really should make more of an effort on fixing your mental health, you know? Because jealousy is disgusting, and no one likes jealous people. You're so broke, and everyone in this family hates you so much. It's actually painful to remember you exist. You are so never finding a husband. If you don't like being told the cold, hard truth, you need to give me another $500 on top of the $500 coffee machine you gave us pronto. Oh, and one more thing. Please do your best to understand what a useless moron you are, even if it means reading over my messages again. I really am trying to help you here. Fine. I want my $10,000 back. What? I'm afraid that ain't gonna happen, girl. Hang on. No way. Were you gonna try and give me my $500 out of the $10,000? What a tightwad. I do wish you at least wouldn't try and pretend you put that $10,000 together yourself, because, there's literally no way that's possible for someone as broke as you. Kelvin, have you seen the series of message screenshots I just sent you?
Yep. Oh my god. Helen, it looks like what you did for Tiff out of kindness and consideration totally backfired. Jeez, I can't believe she did that. I mean, seriously, easy money from winning on a lottery ticket. What the hell is going on in that head of hers?
It was her idea then. To be honest, I didn't think you'd say anything like that.
Of course I wouldn't. All I did was tell her plain and simple. My sister decided to help out by giving us the $10K we went over budget for on the wedding. Not only that, but for some inexplicable reason, she seems to think you're poor. I don't get it. I literally have no idea why she thinks that. Do you? I'm pretty sure I brought up the success of your business and your position in the business world on a few occasions during conversation with her before.
No, beats me too. I never go into detail, but I have told her about my work on a few occasions in the past. She might not know the extent of my earnings, but at the very least, she has no reason to think I'm broke, as she loves to put it.
God damn it, she couldn't be any wider off the mark if she tried. You don't need this, and you certainly don't deserve it, Helen. I'm sorry. Leave the rest to me. I'll make sure you get your 10K back too. I promise.
Got it. All right, Kelvin. It's in your hands now. Kelvin! Oh, there you are. Where have you been hiding? And more importantly, where are you right now? Everyone's gonna be waiting if we don't hurry up and get our butts to the after party ASAP. Move, let's go.
The after party is canceled.
What? Why?
Have you still not realized the gravity of what you've done? What you did to my sister at the banquet was unacceptable. How is it possible you're the only one who hasn't realized? My family, your family, the guests, even the freaking waiters, and obviously Helen herself, everyone was so disgusted with you, their jaws practically hit the floor. Do you still not get it?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You insulted my sister.
Huh?
Everything you said in that banquet hall in a despicable attempt to expose Helen was dead wrong. Helen ain't a broke loser. She's the founder and CEO of the fastest growing graphic design company in all of America.
Huh? Say what now?
And far from having no hope of finding a husband, she's currently engaged to Ben Silverstein, the son of the CEO of Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest banks on the planet.
Oh my God. What?
How can you claim to be surprised after all this time? I already told you this stuff.
Wait, really? No way. You can't have. I'd remember.
You plainly don't. Which is why the $10,000 she kindly gave us was most definitely not the prize money from a lottery ticket, and it wasn't something she came into possession of out of luck. She gave us her hard-earned money because she wanted to help.
No, wait. That can't be. Want to know why? Because I saw your sister buying a lottery ticket.
Sure, Helen does buy herself a lottery ticket once per year. Most she's ever won was $20.
No. This can't be. I'm serious, Kelvin. How come I've never seen her with this Silverstein guy, this supposed son of a CEO?
Because he's away on business in Europe. He plans on coming back to America to marry Helen next year.
No way. You mean your sister Helen was actually super amazing all along?
I already told you all this.
I
already knew you had a few strange ideas about the world, a slight tendency to make weird assumptions, and a habit of not paying attention to anyone when they spoke to you, but you've gone too far this time. I've had it with you. What the hell is your problem with my sister?
Kelvin, please hear me out. It makes sense, I swear. Think about it. Why the hell would anyone who works for Globex Corporation, one of the most prestigious companies in the world, quit to move back in with their parents?
She quit her job to prepare for starting up her own company, you idiot. And she didn't move back in with our parents. My mom and dad moved into the house she had built for them all.
What? You mean that 3-floor terraced house with a hot tub and mountain views belongs to your sister?
Yeah, for the millionth time, I already told you this.
Wait a sec. Oh my God. If it's not your parents' house, does that mean you won't inherit it one day?
Excuse me? Inherit?
I was so excited to be able to live in that house when your parents died. Ugh!
Jesus, Tiffany, you're messed up in the head. You seriously never listen to a word I say, do you?
Oh my God.
I was going to make my next decision based on how you reacted to me confronting you about what you did in the wedding, but I knew it. This is hopeless.
Wait, what? Kelvin?
I want a divorce.
Why?
Do I have to explain that too? Are you just conveniently ignoring the fact that you insulted my sister at our wedding in front of the whole banquet hall? After you just admitted to waiting for my parents to die so you could live in their house?
But I didn't think I was insulting her. In my mind, all I was doing was telling the truth.
Well, this is what you get for ignoring everything I tell you. Actions have consequences, Tiffany, and my patience has reached its limit. Want to know what the worst thing is? In spite of everything you've done, in spite of all the hurt, drama, and upset you've caused, you haven't uttered so much as a single word of apology. That's what swung my decision. That's what sealed your fate.
What am I even supposed to say to that?
I'm done speaking to you. Besides, we don't even have time for this right now. I have to go and explain the situation to everyone waiting for us at the after party who still think we're married.
Hey, wait! You don't have my consent for the divorce, you know.
Do you want to embarrass me even more than you already have?
Huh?
My parents had to explain to everyone everything you said about my sister was a lie after my mom dragged you out of the hall. Those who already knew Helen is a successful businesswoman were appalled with you right then and there, as soon as you started speaking. But those who didn't, and who may have actually believed the crap you spewed about her, were left looking meek and embarrassed. Look, I even had some guy come up to me and ask, "Hey buddy, are you sure marrying Helen is the right thing to do?" Before my parents took the mic, explained everything, and set the record straight.
That's awful.
Yep, and it was entirely your fault. Nothing you say or do could possibly change my mind at this point. I've lost all faith in you, and it's never coming back. We'll be continuing this conversation through my lawyer.
What the heck, Kelvin? Why would you hire a lawyer? Talk about overreacting.
If you think a lawyer is overreacting after what you did, this is more hopeless than I thought.
But why?
This will go on forever unless we call it a day here. Go home with your parents. I never want to see you again.
Wait, please.
Goodbye, Tiffany.
Me and Kelvin were concerned Tiffany might launch an assault on our parents' house after that, but thankfully, our fears never came true, the divorce was finalized, and everything more or less settled down. Or so we thought. Because after that, Tiffany showed up in the place we least expected it. Believe it or not, she began stalking the son of the CEO of Goldman Snacks, a famous donut chain. It would appear she was trying to kill two birds with one stone. In stealing my fiancé, she could exact her revenge on me while simultaneously marrying into wealth beyond her wildest dreams. Unfortunately for her, my fiancé is the son of the CEO of Goldman Blacks, a bank. Not only that, but he's away on work business in Europe. In a hilarious irony, her inability to pay attention to anything anyone tells her resulted in her being arrested and forced to pay copious amounts of compensation for accidentally stalking a complete stranger. Oh, and let's not forget the compensation she already owes my brother for the absurd stunt she pulled at their wedding. Shortly after her arrest, Tiffany was disowned by her parents, but not before her dad got her a job at a friend's factory in a final act of compassion. Probably in the hope that she'd use it as an opportunity to turn her life around. Rumor has it her new boss is as strict as they come, so she'll have no choice but to be on her best behavior at all times from now on. As for me, I'm just enjoying my newly found peace and quiet. What a relief that she's gone. I don't need toxic people in my life, and neither do you folks.
Hey, Lois, you're doing extra overtime today, kid. Huh? I want everything in the folder named Ken's Super Duper Ultra Important Invoice Mailing List folders 1 to 4 on the cloud, done by the end of today. But Ken, I already went home today. What the heck did you just say to me? I booked the afternoon off since I had some urgent business to attend to during the afternoon today. Didn't I tell you this before? Well, in that case, you need to get your ass back to the office ASAP. Get moving, kid. Go, go, go. These invoices ain't gonna complete themselves. I just spent a whole frickin' 5 minutes putting the work I want you to do into a separate folder, so you're gonna make damn sure you get to work on it the moment you get back to this office. I don't care whether you have to stay till midnight. I want everything in that folder doing today. I'm sorry, Ken, but there is no way I'm gonna be able to do that. What did you just say to me, boy? I'm on the train right now. Huh? The train? I'm heading out to Denver for a relative's wedding. What? What in the devil's name do you think you're playing at? Boy, you don't get to disappear off to Denver without telling me. I'm your senior at this company. I have a bunch of documents I need to hand in to the client by first thing tomorrow morning, you idiot. Are those the ones the boss asked you to send to the bakery we just signed the contract with? What was the name again? Bread Zeppelin. So what if it is? That contract is totally outside my area of responsibility. And even if I was able to help you, half a day isn't enough for me to familiarize myself with the nature of the work to the degree that I could complete it to a satisfactory standard in adherence with corporate compliance procedures. But I'm sure you knew that already. Basically, you're trying to force your work onto me like you always do, right? Do your own work yourself.
Who the heck do you think you're speaking to, boy? I'm your senior at this company. Do you hear me? Your senior.
Don't you think getting to work on those invoices would be a more efficient use of your time than trying to pressure someone both unqualified and unable to do your work for you?
Like I just said, you're gonna do it for me whether you like it or not. This is an order from your direct superior.
Ken, how many times do I have to tell you? You might have been here longer than me, but you're not my superior. Besides, it's my day off tomorrow too, so it'd be much quicker if you just did it yourself. Who knows, if you get to work now, you might still make the deadline. I'll be arriving at Denver soon, so I'm heading off. Bye, Ken.
I ain't done speaking to you, kid. Don't screw me around, boy. It'll be the last thing you ever do. You got some nerve to disobey me. Do you have any idea who I am? I'm the son of the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood. My dad runs this neighborhood. If you disobey me, my gang leader dad will not take this lying down. Hey, you aren't even reading my messages. Quit playing around, boy. This is serious.
Hey, Michaela. Has Ken been trying to force you to do his work by any chance?
Oh, Lewis. Yes, he has. I'm still at the office.
I see. God damn it. That guy's such a pain in the ass. That jerk acts like he owns the place, despite only having been here 3 months longer than us. To be honest, I think he was salty about me getting off early today. And to make matters worse, me leaving at noon meant he tried forcing twice the workload on you. I'm sorry, Michaela.
Hey, what are you talking about? You don't have to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. It's that idiot Ken's fault, not yours. You've had today booked as a half day for months now, right? It's not like you just decided to go home on a whim. And he'd have known too if he ever bothered to check the shift book. Besides, you're always standing up for me. If anyone's at fault here, it's mine for being so timid. I've always found it hard to stand up to people, and when he comes at me with his domineering attitude and his absurd requests, I just freeze up. It's like I get this big spike of adrenaline and I'm too scared to say no. I guess today just can't be helped.
Michaela, that's where you're wrong.
Huh?
Those are his jobs and he should do them himself. Whether Ken's who he claims to be or not, it's still not appropriate for him to abuse his power to force and manipulate his coworkers to do his bidding because he can't be bothered to do his job. From our perspective, it's not appropriate for us to take on work we haven't been asked to do. Not only would the work not get done to the standard required, but it would also have knock-on effects on our own responsibilities. Not only that, but if we do what that wannabe Al Pacino tells us, it'll cause huge problems for our managers and assistant managers whose job it is to distribute work between departments and oversee progress reports.
Wow. I guess when you put it like that, it's hard to argue. You're absolutely right, Lewis.
This should go without saying too, but there's a chance it could have knock-on implications for other employees, both inside and outside of our department. Aren't you currently putting your work on hold to deal with the mountain of invoices Ken told you to take care of?
Yes, I am.
Right. Well, in that case, I feel bad for having taken up your valuable time with these messages. So if there's anything you think you can partition off and send my way, then don't hesitate. I'll have whatever you send me done as quickly as I can.
Wait, what?
It just so happens that I'm currently in possession of a company laptop that's been okayed for use outside the company HQ. Obviously, I have all necessary permissions from management, so you don't have to worry about that.
Lewis.
I take it you're dealing with the stuff in the Ken folder in the cloud?
Yes. In that case, and I feel kind of guilty asking you this, but would you mind creating the documents specified in document creation number 3?
Got it. You don't have a thing to feel guilty about, Michaela. Me and you are in this together.
But you were supposed to have the afternoon off.
Yep, and had it. It's evening now, you know.
Okay. Thanks so much. You have no idea how much of a help this is.
Don't mention it. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, we got it. No sweat. Thanks a bunch, Lewis. Thanks to you, I got everything done much quicker than I expected.
Don't mention it. To be honest, I hardly did anything, but Michaela, I feel like I should tell you this, and I want you to know I'm not trying to boss you around or impose anything on you. I'm telling you as a friend. You can't carry on accepting work for contracts you're not responsible for unless you have specific instruction from a manager to do so. You might have gotten by without any issues so far, but it's only a matter of time before something blows up. I won't go over the reasons again. You already know why, right? All the stuff we discussed earlier.
Yeah, right. I know. It's not that I don't understand, and everything you said earlier made perfect sense to me. But Ken says he's the son of the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood. I have no way of knowing whether he's telling the truth or not, and when I think about the off chance that he is, I'd kind of just shrink in fear. He does have tattoos on his arm. Have you ever seen them?
Michaela, I understand how you feel, and believe me and you aren't the only ones who are sick to death of the guy. Whether it's because he claims to be the son of a gangster, or whether it's just straight up because of his arrogant, overbearing attitude. I hear there are a lot of people at this company who can't stand the guy, and find him difficult to stand up to. But it won't be much longer now.
Huh? What won't?
I have a feeling things will be moving in a much more positive, real direction soon.
Lewis? What are you talking about?
Just hold out a little longer, Michaela. Okay? Hey, Lewis. I saw you in the changing rooms. This morning, when I was getting changed in the locker room, I caught you staring at the tattoos on my arm. Oh, you mean those cheap-looking barbed wire and skull and crossbone tattoos on your forearm and hand? Cheap-looking? What the hell did you just say? Those are nothing but stick-on tats, right? You know, the ones that kids play with. What? No way. They're the real deal. As real as it gets. It is pretty strange. You're right, I did happen to walk into the locker rooms while you were getting ready for work, and I saw the skull and crossbones and barbed wire tats on your arm. But I've never seen an actual member of the Aryan Brotherhood with nothing but a few small tattoos like that. They're usually covered from head to toe in swastikas. What? If you were really from the kind of circles you claim to be, something tells me your tats would be different. The real Aryan Brotherhood guys have swastikas and Nazi stuff on their faces, back, shoulders, pecs, pretty much everywhere. But you only have a couple of random-ass tats, somewhere you can conveniently show them off to people. Isn't it kind of cringe? What did you just say? Cringe? Yeah, using children's stick-on tattoos to intimidate your coworkers is definition of cringe. Besides, I'm pretty sure claiming to be a gangster is against company policy. Children's stick-on tattoos? What the hell are you talking about, asshole? Company policy? God damn it, you better stop with this crap or don't make me mad, kid. Ugh. Yeah, company policy. I can't believe I'm actually about to explain something this simple, but here I go anyway. Company policy refers to written guidelines that outline the practices and procedures of a business. If you break the rules, you get fired. Fired? Yeah, fired. Now, if you are actually in a gang, it'd probably be wise if you stop going around the office bragging about it to anyone who will listen to you before you end up getting fired. Of course, only if you actually are the son of the gang boss. What the heck? How do you know all this, and why would you say my tats are stuck on? It's hardly rocket science, Ken. As for the tats, I've been used to looking at tattoos ever since I was a kid. Wait. Used to looking at tattoos? Since you were a kid? What's that supposed to mean? Who are you, Lewis? Oh, looks like I already used up half my break talking to you. I didn't even eat my lunch yet. Catch you later.
Hey, Lewis, I hope you're doing well. Would you mind if I asked you a question?
Hey, Michaela, sure. Go right ahead. What is it?
Is it just me, or does Ken seem way quieter and more subdued today? Or rather, he came back off lunch break. It's like he's a different person. I know you said to me before you thought things with him would be improving soon. Does this have anything to do with that by any chance?
I guess you could say it does.
What did you do?
Well, my great-grandpa was a tattoo artist for over 80 years. By the end of his career, it was said he had tattooed over 10,000 people. I found his job super interesting, and he often let me watch him work. Basically, I'm really, really used to looking at tattoos, which means I can spot a fake straight away.
Huh? A fake?
Yeah. Did you ever play with those stick-on tattoos at school? I think he's using those to try and intimidate people at work. I called him out on it. Then I warned him of the dangers of claiming to be a gangster at work. That's all.
Wow, you did all that? And now he's barely saying a word to anybody. Wait, that means...
That he's probably not the son of a gang leader, and it was all nothing but a huge pack of lies from the get-go.
What the hell?
I think we should all just carry on doing our jobs as usual for the time being. Somehow or other, I have a feeling this still isn't over, so I just want to sit back and watch how things play out for a little while more. To be more specific, my hunch is that he's still the same old domineering jerk who thinks he's better than everyone and is only being quiet because he's afraid of getting in trouble. I suspect he'll start sucking up to me from now on because he knows he can't take advantage of me, while continuing to throw his weight around with everyone else.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. It would be amazing if his attitude really did improve.
Listen to this. So, the CEO came to me with an issue he's been having.
The CEO?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because he's younger than Ken, or whether it's because of his kind, gentle personality, or, well, a bit of both. But apparently, Ken's attitude towards him is super contemptuous and disdainful. What is it?
Louis? Who are you?
Crap, sorry, my phone battery's about to cut out. Catch you tomorrow, Michaela.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Louis. Sleep well.
Ken? Where are you right now? Huh? Oh, I was just having a little smoke break. I'll be back soon, I promise. I see. Reception asked me to pass on a message. Reception? Why would reception want me? There are 40 gang members in the lobby demanding we hand you over to them. They friends of yours? That's the message. Oh my god. What? Apparently they're all waiting in the lobby for you. Oh, what the hell did you do, Ken? No. No way. Like I'd be friends with people like that. I knew it. So you're not the son of the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood, after all. It was never anything but a lie, was it? Fine, I admit it. I lied. It was a big fat lie. Of course it was. Look, Louis, I know this looks bad, but you gotta hear me out here. I might have said some things that aren't true to you and the guys, but when you said all that stuff to me before, I realized what I was doing was wrong, so I stopped. Please, you gotta help me. Won't you do something to get rid of them? Use your connections or something. My connections? Don't play dumb with me, Louis. I got you figured out. You have history with the criminal underworld, don't you? The criminal underworld? What have you been sniffing, my dude? I'm just a regular guy. No way. No. You're lying. You have to be. You're the one they're demanding to see, so you're the one who should go out and deal with them. Wait. Actually, I lied. I wasn't having a smoke. I'm in the toilet. Louis, it's kind of embarrassing. I don't want to have to tell you this, but I have chronic diarrhea. I'm exploding like Mount Vesuvius all over the toilet bowl, and well, I just realized there was no toilet paper. Oh, really? That's quite the unfortunate situation, huh, Ken? Well, in that case, I'll have no choice but to go and see them myself. Please, I'm begging you. Oh my God, it's just splattered everywhere. Hey, Louis, I mean. Louis, sir, help me. What's wrong? It's the Aryan Brotherhood. They're here to get me. Oh, you mean the 40 guys from just now? I suppose you could forgive the girl on reception for mistaking the 40 mean-looking guys covered in swastika tattoos waiting in the lobby for gang members. And in a sense, she was right. Half right. You see, it turns out that 37 of them are actually ex-convicts and gang members who came today to rent out one of our vacant offices to deliver a workshop to the local youth about the dangers of getting involved with gangs. The remaining 3 were a completely unrelated group of your clients, here to talk to you about the situation with your ongoing contract amendments. Since they went out of their way to come and see you, I thought I'd do my part and lead them to the toilet.
Yeah, I know, damn it. They caught me when I bumped into them on my way out.
Oh, is that so? I felt awful about them waiting so long in the lobby, so I'm glad they finally found you. Great timing.
No, it was not great timing at all. The Aryan Brotherhood caught me. They said they were taking me to a gang member rehabilitation facility.
Sure, what's the problem with that? You're a gang member, after all, right? Look, the truth is, the guys who showed up today are part of an organization called Homeboy Enterprises. They provide rehabilitation programs for gang members and ex-cons and teach them the skills required to live a decent, honest life in regular society. Their chairman is also one of our clients, so you should really be more careful with your language. And they didn't catch you. They came to see you.
Came to see me?
Hasn't the CEO told you yet? As of today, you were officially dismissed from the company.
What? Actually, he did say that, but I thought he was just kidding. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. How could I forget? You've been treating the CEO like crap, haven't you?
Huh? How do you mean?
You may have stopped trying to force your work on new employees like me and Michaela, but I never thought you'd be stupid enough to try and force it onto the CEO instead. What was the line you used to threaten him again? Oh yeah, the same one you've been using on me and Michaela these last few months. I'm the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood, son. I told you it was a bad idea to go telling people at work you were a gang member, didn't I? Not only did you flat out ignore my warning, you stepped up your crazy behavior to levels previously unimaginable by trying to intimidate the CEO with your crap instead. What did you expect to happen? Obviously, you were going to get fired.
Oh god. Oh man.
To think he even went out of his way to call this rehab organization to try and set you on the straight and narrow. He could have easily just hung you out to dry. A testament to his character, don't you think? And you have the nerve to say they caught you.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We told Homeboy Enterprises about the whole thing with you stalking the CEO's kid's sister.
What? Stalking?
His sister is still a high school student, right? Not only is what you did ethically wrong, it's also illegal. Apparently he's going to be charging you for a hefty bill in compensation. What with being the CEO of a company, he knows his way around a lawyer's office. And not only that, he's also been gathering evidence of your crimes, so it's pretty much a guarantee you'll be forced to pay up.
Whoa, wait a sec.
I have nothing further to say to you.
Please, wait, I can explain.
Goodbye, Ken.
Oh my god. No!
Hi, Lewis. Are you there? Is today your day off?
Sorry, I didn't say anything. I expect the CEO will be making the official announcement during afternoon assembly. Listen, the truth is, I've decided to go back to Homeboy Enterprises.
Huh? Wait, what? You're a part of Homeboy Enterprises?
Well, like to tell you the truth, yeah, I am. I got wrapped up in some bad stuff when I was a kid, got sent to prison and fell in with the Aryan Brotherhood. After I did my time, I knew I had to get out of the gang life, or I was either going to end up dead or back in jail, so I joined Homeboy Enterprises, a charity organization aimed at rehabilitating gang members. I'm good friends with their chairman now. His name is Derek. They have some dealings with our company, and I bumped into Derek when he showed up to discuss some things with my manager. To cut a long story short, he ended up inviting me back, not as someone receiving rehab, but to work for them, for real this time.
Wow. I see. I had no idea you were in the Aryan Brotherhood.
Listen, Michaela, I know we haven't known each other long, but I just want you to know it's been a pleasure to work with you. You've helped me out with so many things I lost count.
No, you're the one who's helped me. But, to be honest, I'd feel kind of sad if this was the end.
Huh?
Lewis, you wouldn't happen to have a girlfriend, would you?
No.
Well, in that case, how would you feel about joining me for a meal this evening?
Sure. I don't see why. Wait a sec. What?
Forget I said anything. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. To be honest, I would have been sad if this was goodbye, too.
Wow, really? I'm so pleased.
Well then, let me find a nice-looking restaurant and get back to you, okay? I'll start by looking for one as soon as I get off work, so hold tight.
Sure thing, Lewis. I'm waiting.
The office car park was filled with cheers of joy and jubilation so loud they could be heard from miles away as Ken was driven away in the back of a black van. Me and Derek, my buddy and the CEO of Homeboy Enterprises, the gang member rehab facility we talked about earlier, got permission from Ken's parents in advance to take him to his new workplace. When we told them he had been going around the office telling everyone he was the son of a gang boss, his parents' shoulders slumped in disappointment as they sighed, "But we come from a long line of farmers." Derek tells me he put Ken to work at Homeboy Enterprises the day after they took him in. You might think it's strange that he was allowed to be admitted despite lying about his gang ties, but nonetheless, we thought his failure to fit into society made him a suitable candidate for rehabilitation. Now he spends his days doing manual labor surrounded by big, burly ex-convicts. It's tough. But if we're honest, tough is exactly what people like Ken need to learn the ways of the world. By the way, he'll be paying the compensation for stalking the CEO's sister in small installments, as and when he can afford to with the wages he earns from his new job. I somehow felt an indescribable sorrow in the last message he sent me, which simply read, "My entire body aches all the time." I'm probably the only one who felt that way, though.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.